much better. I've got the two running, no problems. It looks good. All right. Hey, Dee, how are you? Hello, YouTube. How you doing? YouTube and Facebook, and here we are, Christmas Eve Eve. Everyone is doing well. I wrote a post, which I immediately deleted, but I didn't even post it, just that it has been, I will say the past 2 months has been just exhausting. I don't have a word for it. Faith, yeah. Oh, cold indicator. It's cold in Florida. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad October coming out of the chaos. I will tell you, it's just not great out there. I don't school anybody here, that's for sure. Because if you're not feeling it, then someone in your family or someone you care about is. Suicides, abrupt endings, firings, and of course the escalating cost of food. And as the heater the furnace just keeps running here. I've got it at 64. You just basically you can see money just burning. Fill your oil tank, that is like a mortgage payment now at this point. Someone told me it was $3,000 a month to heat their house. Large house, don't get me wrong, but still, that's a lot of oil, and they keep their house on the cold side. I gotta ask again, Facebook, is this dark? Does it look dark? Because where I'm sitting, it does, but I'm not sure how the lighting is from what you see. Hey, Karen, how are you? Yeah, I could just absolutely crawl into a hole. I gotta say, I love what I do. I love my shop, my home above my shop, the way my life is structured. My children are all doing well. No complaints like that. But I can tell you for the past 2 months, good 8 weeks, I literally talk myself out of bed in the morning to go to work. I just am exhausted, and the readings are just exhausting. And there's no other word for it. Hey, Tara. Oh, good. The lighting looks good. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, good. Good. I think it's my phone. All right. Thank you all. Okay. Well, okay. All right. I know the YouTube is always a little fuzzy. My laptop is older, so the camera's not great. Rosemary, hello. Does anybody have any questions? It's the new moon. Thank you, Britzellis. Thank you. Can't read the comments without glasses. Very heavy. I think it's fear-based. I think it's everyone's afraid it's going to get worse, which frankly, looking at numbers and statistics and facts and data, it's not looking better. It's not getting better. I did share a video on Facebook, short video. I wrote short, worth watching. It was a from Russell Brand. If you want to watch that, it's literally less than a minute long. Talks about Ukraine. It'd be worth watching. Not to add fire to the fuel to the fire, as we say, or pour gasoline on the fire. But I think being informed at this point is our best advantage, and knowing what's going on. There's no longer any excuse for ignorance. We have to know what's going on. At this point, all I listen to is BBC News. I don't even bother with our news in this country. Not that it's so much better at BBC, but it's a little better. It's marginally better. And at least with BBC, I'm getting a world view, not just an America view. American news is focused very much on just America, whereas the BBC, British Broadcasting, System Center, they focus on global news, which is very helpful. So I do recommend maybe having a look through. Hey, Anna Maria, over there on YouTube. All right. So anyway, anybody want to add anything? Does anyone have any questions before we begin doing the Tarotscopes? I know I started late, and I'm sorry. Late night reading, quick reading, it turned into a longer reading than I thought. I always do that, but I literally am shoehorning readings in wherever I can. It's nuts. And I am trying very hard over the past few months to keep my Mondays and Tuesdays clear unless it's an emergency. I'm doing a good job of that. Not going to the store and not, but then that means I'm just there really late the rest of the week. Yeah, depleted, absolutely. Absolutely. I have never had circles under my eyes like I have had over the past 2 months, and they're just literally etched in there. I don't know if they're ever going to go away. Okay, no tumors or cysts. Well, I'm glad to be right about that, Tara. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, sick a lot. Yep. Well, like I said, pneumonia here. Thank God they caught it early. And it's interesting. So let's talk about this for a minute. Let's talk about how intuition changes and shifts the more we're at it. So about maybe 5 years ago, my very dear Pina, my dear friend Pina, who reads at my shop, I've known her now for, my God, probably 14 or 15 years of the 16 years I've been in business. I've known Pina a long time. She's been reading herself over 50 years. Amazing. And I've written about her in the newsletter, I think a few months back there. There was a newsletter about my friend, my family, my kids, and with Roy going away to college, I did a newsletter, an old one, I repeated one, and talked about Lino, my next door neighbor who passed away there at the old shop in Monroe, and Pina. And so Pina came in the shop again. It was like maybe 5 years ago. It was in the new shop. It was in the Derby shop, and she said, "Oh my God, guess what? I had a bump up." It's like, what happened? Because that's what we call it, a bump up. You have like this. We talk about downloads, which we often feel at night, and that's a whole other topic of downloads. We can go about that another time. But the idea of bump ups, all of a sudden you're doing things you didn't do before. Often you'll be doing readings, you'll get glimpses of past lives. People don't know, not everyone knows that John Edwards, the famous medium, and who is, by the way, getting a new show. Very excited about that because I happen to really like John Edwards. He started off as a tarot reader at fairs. He was doing like fairs, like the PhD fairs, the fairs. And he was in a hotel and he was doing up tarot reading. And at the fairs, not at my fairs in my store, I run them differently, but many of the fairs, big fairs, you basically have your 15 minutes, your half an hour, whatever it is, 20 minutes, and there is someone right behind you. 3 minutes before your reading is going to end, sliding into your seat, the bell goes off, it's just cut, dry, boom, you're done. You get the time you paid for, and that's it. So it's a little frustrating. My fairs, as as many of you have come in and had to wait for your appointments, but we don't do that. If someone's crying in the seat, we're not like, okay, gotta go, get out of here. Someone's waiting. If they have an extra question, we certainly don't charge them for that. We do things different. I've always done things different. So anyway, he was at a fair and he was reading a woman, and as he's reading, this older woman dressed all in black, okay, is standing right behind the woman that he's trying to read. And he said, "Excuse me, ma'am, I'm still reading. You've got to step back. It's not your turn yet." And he's trying to read. And he's like, No, you have to step back. You're crowding us. Please step back. There's privacy involved here. And the woman says to him, Who are you talking to? And he says to her, "The lady behind you. She's an older woman. Maybe she can't hear me, but you must step back." And she's like, "Okay, there's nobody there." And literally, that's when his mediumship began. At that point, I think he was in his 20s. That's when that whole door opened for him. Oh, give me a break. We just lost Facebook. So anyway, well, I thought it was an interesting story anyway. Come on, Facebook. Come on back on board. They will. Facebook will come back. I had such high hopes. There we go. We're back. All right, guys. The wind is like crazy. I'm not going to blame my poor little extender. I think it's just insane wind. So anyway, so that's my story. So that's when that started for him. So Peanut was like, I had a bump up. And she said, doing a reading, and I just had a full absolute flash on a past life for the person I was reading. I know, oh, come on. Oh, somebody else is on YouTube. Noreen, how are you? Yay, you're here. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad. Of course, we're having problems now with Facebook freezing and trying to reconnect. Usually Facebook comes right back on. And the wind is like insane here. It's incredibly cold, and the wind has it. Later tonight can be like 5 degrees. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think there's anything I can do. And if it keeps happening, I'll probably have to stop the broadcast because the wind outside is insane. And I'm sure that's what's causing this. But anyway, okay. I hope we're not frozen now. Nope, there we go, trying to connect. Oh, come on. Well, this is fun. How exciting. It's too bad. It's usually not Facebook. I don't want to jinx YouTube. It's usually not Facebook doing this to me. Okay. All right, we're back. I'm gonna hope we are back for good. If not, I'm gonna have to stop and we'll restart. Hello, Gina. All right, I'm assuming we're not frozen. So anyways, bump ups. If you read or do whatever it is you do intuitively, practicing, you will find that you will develop new skill sets as part of your growth. Oh, give me a break. There it goes again. I'm so sorry. I think I'm going to have to probably reconnect on Facebook and see if we can stay, because usually it's not Facebook that has problems. Balls. And usually when it does go down, okay, here it's back up again. All right, guys, we're gonna give it one more shot. If it goes down again, I'm gonna stop this transition and we'll just try to reconnect and see if it works. Okay. Let's hope that we stay. I know it's cutting in and out. How are we doing? Okay, so right now, how does it seem on Facebook? Because if it happens again, I'm going to. It's still frozen. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, YouTube. You guys are being so good, and now I've got this problem here. Excuse me. All right, Tara. Yeah, I'm gonna. My hope is eventually to just be on one or the other, which probably is going to be. Probably going to be YouTube is my choice. 12, 23, 22. All right, hold on. Let me just get in here. All right. All right. Hey, Pam. Hey, Tara. Okay, back here. I'm going to let everybody get back on board here on Facebook, and we're going to move forward. So anyway, like I was saying, bump ups. If you're doing it long enough, you are going to find that you develop new skill sets. So getting back on the post, and let me get these people back on board before I talk more. I'm so sorry. Somebody had written in that I had said that her niece didn't have any cysts or tumors, which they were looking for, and that's wonderful. I have no medical background whatsoever, none. I'm not no nursing, nothing. I barely biology, high school biology. Hey guys, and And yet, about six years ago, I found that if someone gave me someone's name, I could tap into them, like almost like I could sit in their body for a minute and feel where the aches, the pains, where something didn't feel right. Like, wow, why is the right shoulder? Oh my God, he's a golfer and that's been bothering him. Or, whoa, getting this really heavy feeling in my like my pelvic floor. My husband's having prostate issues, or blinding headaches, or like with Alzheimer's, it would be this sense of I hope people are coming back on board here on Facebook. I'm so sorry, guys. But with Alzheimer's, it's almost like that fuzzy white screen that we used to see when the transmissions. I mean, this is going way back. I was a kid, but remember the TV would actually turn off at the end of the night, and it feels like that when people have Alzheimer's. And I try to tap in, all I get is that fuzzy screen. Okay, hope people are here. Hope you guys are coming in okay. So yeah, so that's where like this sense of medical um, intuition began with me. So you bump up as you go along. I've often talked about mediumship. That's something I have absolutely. Hi, Rosemary. I have no desire to do mediumship, none. And do I see them? Yes, I do. Do they come through sometimes? They do. In readings, I block them. It first of all, I just don't have time. And the dead are so invasive. Time doesn't exist for them. Their sense of urgency far surpasses my sense of I need to deal with this. But it's very important for them to get their messages through. The way I look at it is there are so many people out there doing mediumship. Some people who want to do mediumship, have at it. Go find one of them. Between my shop, my kids, my personal life, myself, I have no time to talk to dead people. And the little bit of sleep that I get at night, I do not need dead people lurking over my bed, which they do, by the way. They just wait for you. And truly good mediums, and again, this comes with time and practice, set boundaries, very good boundaries. I speak to dead people from this time to this time. I mean, I've talked to Karn, I've talked to Andrea, good friends of mine, but there are absolute strict boundaries when they do and do not interact. You do not bother me. But it still happens that they'll be driving and someone's sitting in the back seat going, hey, excuse me, I got to talk to you. Excuse me. It's like, I'm driving, I can't talk to you right now. That's how invasive they can be. So most people I know who are mediums, been seeing them since they were babies, since they were little. And it isn't necessarily a comfortable thing. You get used to it. I've always been able to just block them and be like, I don't want to talk. I really don't. But even then, when I'm preoccupied with something, when I'm very busy in something, they'll come through. I have sat at the store in my own shop, been behind the counter, and I'll see someone come in the door and be heading into the back room, and I'll be like, oh, I'll check with you in a minute, okay? On a mission. They know where they're going, right? Go back there. There's nobody there. Or a few times walking in and they're kind of wandering around just across from me where there's a table, or I'll be like, hey, how are you doing there? And they just kind of nod, no voices, no talking. And you look around and it's like there's nothing, like from the knees down. There's just nothing there. So they just kind of float in, they float out, which is interesting. But has anyone here, so I'm so sorry. Has anyone here had any interesting mediumship experience that you'd like to share right now? Hi, Anthony. Well, there you go. Look who's here. How you doing? Talking about paranormal and exploring. Does anybody have any interesting experiences that they have had with people who have passed? Anything that their kids are experiencing? Anybody they want to talk about? This is a great time to. I know it's hard because you guys are typing and it's hard to type a lot, but one thing that Sylvia Brown, who we have to credit, and John Edwards gives her proper due, because she and Montel Williams did bring mediumship into the public eye, into the public living room, and kind of legitimatized it, honestly. You've got to give her that. I know at the end of her life, she really got a little cranky and was a little out there, I have to say, but she really did a lot for psychic development and for public knowledge and awareness. So we really do have to be grateful for that. But anyways, she talked about in one of her books when her father passed, and she was extremely close to her father. And she wasn't so sad because, of course, being a medium, she just figured, I'll talk to my dad when he crosses over. I'll be talking. It's okay. Death is just a, change of extension or change of existence, rather, a different plane of existence. I'm not being very clear, sorry. And lo and behold, nothing. Dad, she sat in meditation. She called for him. Nothing. 10 long years passed. And then one day she's in her kitchen and he shows up. He's like, how are you? And she's like, Dad, where have you been? It's been so long. I've been wanting to talk to you. And he's like, what are you talking about? It's barely been a minute because time doesn't exist. And we are busy on the other side. It's not a static, we're busy. So that's exciting. So would anybody like to share any stories really quick? I have not seen Life After Death, but I'm hearing good things about it. I haven't. I hardly ever get a chance to watch anything. I'll be honest with you. Anybody else wants to talk about it? That'd be great. And I'm trying to talk so you can see the comments. There's always more comments on Facebook than YouTube, but does anybody have anything they want to ask or talk about? Otherwise, I'm going to launch into the Tarotscopes because I don't want to lose you guys again. Okay. Do the dead really get great communication via dreaming? Chase, I think that is one way they can speak to us is their dreams. And some people also have prophetic dreams. So their dreams will be foretelling. They do say one thing you can do if you want to get a message from someone is to write it on a piece of paper and put it under your pillow. To ask for a deliberate, concise message to come back to you. Normally, dreams are our brain's way of problem solving when logic is turned off. And when logic is turned off when we're sleeping, that's when we can get really creative with potential outcomes, and logic will say, well, that won't work. That can't work. And we shut ourselves up all the time. No, we can't possibly. But when we're sleeping and that voice is stifled, all sorts of interesting possibilities happen. Frozen again. Oh, give me a break. Yep, there it is. All right, this is going to stink. Okay, I'm going to see if I can. We'll reconnect here, but I'm hoping we can maybe get everybody over on YouTube. I don't know if that's possible. All right, we're back. Okay. Megan is saying that show goes over near-death experiences, mediumship, past lives, hospice patients. Yep. And it was working with hospice with my mother and then my grandmother that really. Oh, come on. I'm gonna pull a video on YouTube because YouTube is staying strong. Okay, guys, is there any chance we can move over to YouTube? Because it's a Facebook thing tonight, and it's just in and out totally. Do any of you, can you get on YouTube? It's Laura Lenhard. You'll see the little talisman and cauldron symbol, but if you just search Laura Lenhard, you're gonna pull me up. Is there any chance we can do that? Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Oh boy. Because I can easily download YouTube to Facebook. It is much more challenging to upload Facebook into YouTube. Okay, guys, is there any chance you can go over to YouTube? I can easily download it afterwards from YouTube over to Facebook, but Facebook is just going in and out constantly. So what do you think? Can you guys get on YouTube? Laura Lenhard, you'll see my talisman and cauldron. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, I am done because it just keeps going. All right, sorry, we're gonna move really fast now because I'm done. All right. Of course, I really can't tell you how bad the wind is here. It's really not good. Okay, that's all I can do. All right. Okay, so Lynette, it is better. It hasn't stopped. Thank you very much. Okay. So here we are on YouTube. Let's give people a minute to catch up because I'm gonna start the video, the Tarotscopes in a sec. I'm not sure if anybody's new here. This is not how it usually goes. Usually it's not a big problem, but there is horrible wind out there, and I suspect that's what's causing the issue. If you guys get a chance, please like the video, and if you subscribe, please subscribe. If you are members of YouTube, please subscribe. Once I get to 1,000 followers, I'm getting there. I'm coming in on it. I refuse to pay for followers. I'm not doing that. I can just use my phone. You can't use your cell phone to record videos on YouTube until you're at 1,000 followers. So awesome. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, guys. All right. So if anybody has any more questions, I am going to start the Tarotscopes going. I want to let people get on here if possible. Thank you for liking. Please join or subscribe, I should say. It's free, as you know, but it definitely helps. And like I said, I can do videos on YouTube and upload them so quickly, share them right to Facebook. Just it's the reverse is much harder. Although normally Facebook is so easy. Hey, Sandra, how are you? All right. So anyway, we are going to start with Pisces this week. And as you know, this is a 6-card spread. And I'm going to tell you again, for anyone who's new, 6 cards. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first card is the issue at hand. The second 2 cards are what's directly impacting the issue. And then finally, the last 3 cards are outcomes. Okay? These are short-term readings. Obviously, it's not one size fits all. So not every Aries is having relationship issues. Not every Capricorn is having work issues. But what I have found is that very often in readings, things will come up that actually have very much everything to do with, let's say, one of the reader's kids or their sister or their husband. So the reading, while it may be directed at you, might be more relative to someone that you care about, close to you, and it's just, again, problem solving, okay? So, and it could be relative in that way. I'm not trying to make it one size fits all, and I don't do that. So starting with Pisces, because we either go Pisces to Aries or Aries to Pisces. That way everyone gets a chance to be able to leave and go to bed if they want to, because it is late. It's already what time? Almost 11 o'clock? Holy mo. Okay. All right, so Pisces. I also teach tarot. Have not been able to teach tarot since COVID. My room is too small. I can't space people out. So I'm also, if you read tarot, please pull your cards out, throw them in the pattern. I'm going to tell you the cards I'm pulling and see how you interpret them, okay? So Pisces, we start with the 3 of Cups reversed, the Hierophant reversed, the Nine of Swords, the Hangman reversed, the Two of Wands reversed, and the Ten of Swords reversed. Well, 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 don't love these cards. So the Three of Cups reversed is really a sense of lack of celebration, not really enjoying the situation, frankly, okay? The Hierophant reversed, if it's a relationship, you could be thinking of ending a relationship. This is unconventional thought. The Hierophant upright is conventional thinking. It's reversed. Conventional thinking is institutional thinking. Marriage is an institution. It also could be going into business, doing some sort of work, but it's not conventional, or you're not approaching it from a conventional standpoint, okay? So the Hierophant reversed, along with the Nine of Swords, which is a lot of anxiety and trepidation, and it can also be a card of mourning. All right, so the sense of it's just not working out, it's just not going the way it's supposed to go. In addition, we have the Hangman reversed, which is feeling like a doormat, which is feeling like you're being taken advantage of, like people don't appreciate you. And the Two of Wands reversed, which is a lack of support at work, a lack of support in general. And we have the Ten of Swords reversed, which is coming up out of all of this. And I'm going to say this is almost like a dark night of the soul kind of thing. I don't usually pull these cards, and certainly not for Pisces, but it's this sense of, what am I doing this for? Am I wasting my time? The Hangman reversed. Am I just wasting my time? Does anybody even notice how hard I'm trying? I'm going to throw one more card for clarity. Six of Wands reversed. Do I need to be doing something else for work? This isn't moving forward like I want it to. So I'm going to say this is Pisces feeling very stymied, very much like cock-blocked, I guess, is better good word as any, and really pulling themselves out of a situation because nobody else is going to pull you out of it, honey. No one else is coming to rescue you. So this is about, it's you. It's on you to pull yourself out of this. And do you have a right to feel what you're feeling? Yeah, you do. It looks like it's gotten tough. The Six of Wands reversed, lack of opportunity, lack of forward motion. It's no one's going to help you. No one's going to open the door for you. You got to open your own door. And again, the Chariot reversed. You're not going to move forward till you move yourself forward. Nothing is going to save you here, Pisces. You're going to have to figure this out for yourself. I'm going to say, looking at these cards, the key, what's causing you the most stress is probably also what's going to open the door for you, and that's unconventional thinking. You got to get outside the box on this one. Because the same old is not working. It's time to switch it up. All right? And until you change tactics, change the way you're thinking, change the people you're partnering, whatever it is that's not working, only you know that. Could be in your own family. And a lot of people are reporting a lot of family issues, and I can tell you this holiday season, there's a lot of folks not showing up for dinner. They're just not going to go. They are just going to stay home. I've heard this. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to ruin anyone's Christmas, but I'm not going. I'm not putting myself through that. That's what these cards say. Okay? I'm not putting myself through this anymore. But no one's going to tell you unless you do it yourself. Oh, we're so mean to you when you come over for dinner. We're so mean to you and your kids. We attack you and we're verbally abusive. But do come, please come. They're not gonna say you should stay home because it's really hard on you and we can't seem to control ourselves. We have no boundaries. Not gonna work like that, guys. All right, Aquarius. The Knight of Cups reversed. The Eight of Swords reversed. Judgment reversed. Six of Coins reversed. The Two of Swords and the Fool reversed. Now, I often talk about the fact that when signs are conjunct, that is to say, next to each other, like Pisces and Aquarius. We see similarities in the readings, usually just a little switch on the theme. This isn't that different than Pisces reading when you look at these cards. The Knight of Cups reversed, not enjoying things. Love's not coming in. It's not moving forward. In a loving, exciting, loving what you do. Eight of Swords reversed, coming up out of anxiety. Judgment reversed, unfair situation, things not moving forward, contracts not being signed. Six of Coins reversed. Oh, if you have debts, they're coming due. If you owe money, people are after you for it. If people owe you money, they're already out paying you. But if you're expected to pay money, well, they're all knocking on your door, rock in a hard place. This would be like finding out that your Christmas bonus isn't coming in, or you're not getting a year-end bonus. But meanwhile, you've got a huge credit card debt you got to pay. That's what that feels like. And we have the Fool reversed. Things not moving forward. Rock in a hard place. Okay. One more card for clarity is the Knight of Wands. So the way I read it is exactly like that, this sense of feeling stuck. This has more of a financial feeling than Pisces, which felt more emotional. This feels more like it's money. And the Knight of Wands brings in new, not news, but actual new opportunity. So I want to say it's like overtime, advancement, promotion. It's there, but it looks like you got to ask for it. It also could be a new job. But unlike the Page of Wands, which is news of this happening, the Knight of Wands it's actually coming in. Okay. And it looks like you've had enough anyway, honestly. Six of Coins reversed, that's not a great card. Owing money and then money not coming through that you thought was coming or that was supposed to come to you. And the thing about Aquarius is that they can get stuck in as avant-garde and free thinking and freaky deaky as Aquarius really is. They are the mad scientists. They also are a fixed sign and formerly ruled by Saturn before Uranus was discovered. And Saturn is that taskmaster, that very, you have to do things the right way. Eat your dinner, then you get dessert. And so they are still bound by some of those, expectations. And it can be very hard to convince an Aquarius that that's just not working anymore. You got to get out of your rut. Aquarius can get into a rut. And so here's a great example of that too, by the way. Talking about out of the box thinking. Our most famous Aquarius president, Abraham Lincoln. And what was he famous for? Freeing the slaves, Civil War, right? And here he was with this new way of thinking and this new approach and this one unified country. Sounded great. Free the slaves, all men are created equal. But at the end of the day, when the Black leaders came to Abraham Lincoln and said, let's talk about how we're going to restructure and work together to build our new country, he said, what are you talking about? Like, this is never going to work. Blacks and whites will never work together. His plan was to take all the Black folk and move them to Texas, create like Puerto Rico, create like a I can't think of the word, but a separate, not country, but you know what I mean. I can't think of the word. But anyway, a territory. Thank you. A separate territory. So yes, he rescinded that. He did rescind that, but at one time, so he was still bound by those chains of this is how it has to be. Okay, that's typical. That's Aquarius. They can be bound by I can't do things differently because it's always been like this. So if an Aquarius gets in their head that this is the job they're going to retire into, because their father retired this way, and his father retired this way, it can be very difficult to convince them, okay, but you can hop the track and go in a different direction. You can switch it up. And an Aquarius, I got to tell you, you need to switch it up. And the opportunity to do so is coming. All right. Capricorn. How's everybody doing? No one's commenting. That's the one thing I miss with Facebook is someone's always commenting. Guys, just Someone say something, okay? Just let me know you're there and that we're not talking to the air, okay? Because that did happen once and it was really crummy when I did a whole reading, a whole like hour and a half, and what do you know? It was. I know I'm still alive. I know it's still going, but just let me know you're there, okay? All right. Capricorn. Thank you. Thank you, Blog Squad. Thank you. Okay. Capricorn. The Six of Cups. The Knight of Swords reversed. The Lovers. The Ace of Cups. The Queen of Swords. And Strength. Love these cards for Capricorn. Why? Because Capricorn's always about career, always about responsibility. And these cards are about love, 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 love. Love and moving, love and travel. Possibly Six of Cups. You might be going home for a visit, to be around loved ones. Don't think it's that though. I think there's more to it. There's a sense of going back to somebody you love. There's a sense of possibly someone you love coming to you, possibly living together, possibly. I love it because that Queen of Swords is still demanding logic be applied, because God forbid that Capricorn be crazy in love, can't be crazy in love. I'm seeing the Strength card, but this is something strong, and this is something that's been building, and I really like it. And I think Capricorn has kept it to themselves. Knight of Swords reversed, not talking about it, and just letting things happen and grow. God, I hope that for Capricorn. I really hope that this is what I'm seeing. But I am seeing a sense of coming home, a sense of things coming together, this sense of loving union, this sense of it's got strength, which you'd want for Capricorn. Capricorn being one of the strongest signs, the earth sign. I mean, how could they not be strong? But I love this. And I love that Capricorn has no problem just not talking about it till it happens, because Capricorn never wants to be embarrassed. You never want to be embarrassed. You never want to fall on your face if you're a Capricorn. But that's what I'm seeing for Cappy, and I love it. Okay? Good reading and good cards. And for every single Capricorn out there, I would want that. You deserve that. Okay? Okay, so with this Capricorn that that's in a rehabilitation center, and I don't have to talk, I know I have to repeat the questions because you can all read them, but when I put this on Facebook, well, I'll still read them, right? Is there any chance that Capricorn can get moved into a different situation? Is there any chance that Capricorn could be going home? Is there any chance that could be happening? And again, the idea of keeping things quiet plays into this, I know, but is there a chance that someone like you recognize what's going on? Is there any chance that family members are seeing it? Because the way the cards are playing, they would be leaving there, going someplace much better. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we start with the King of Cups. If he's in a rehabilitation center, is he there permanently, or is it a short term or a rehab stay, or are they actually there to live? There's more thought to that. Sagittarius, King of Cups, Seven of Cups reversed. Oh, hello, Orlando. Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Empress, the King of Coins, Queen of Wands reversed. All right, Sagittarius. So we start with the King of Cups, and that's usually a man who's very spiritual, very kind, good friend, emotional. And Sagittarius, for the record, does rule the 9th house of, stop it, religious training, philosophy, religious studies. Okay, but the plan is eventually, you're a Sag, okay, so just getting back to, so the plan is, though, that he should be leaving the center. He's not there to live. I get the workers are not nice people. I understand that, but the plan is for them to leave. Because I'm hoping then where the reading would translate is that they'd be leaving soon, sooner or later. All right. So again, King of Cups. Okay. Seven of Cups reversed. Know what you want to do. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Stuck in place for right now. The Empress, the King of Coins, Queen of Wands reversed. Okay. How do I read these cards? I'm going to pull one more card for clarity. The Six of Swords, another travel card, another possible relocation card. Well, I will say this. I do see this as two people. This is, you got the Empress and you got the King of Coins. Now the Empress is usually a female matriarch. We also have the Queen of Wands reversed. This could speak to someone's mother coming to live with a Sagittarius, fully in support of the husband and wife, but a mother coming to live with the family. That's Six of Swords. It also could speak to Six of Swords is usually travel over a body of land, a body of water. It could speak to going to visit, again, the matriarch, the Empress. I'm not seeing this being a sickness thing. Seven of Cups, come reverse. It could be that you've been trying to get your mother to visit or trying to get someone's mother to come live with them, and they've just been reluctant because they don't want to give up their autonomy, give up their own home. But that could be on the way happening. The King of Coins / King of Cups there, the man of the home, seems to be, and this often happens, I got to tell you, where it's actually the husband of the wife. Her mother will be often more sentimental and will listen to the husband, where she'll give her daughter a hard time. When the husband steps in and says, listen to me, we want you to live with us. We're tired of working and worrying. My wife coming to visit you. Make it easier on all of us. We want you in our home where it'll be easier for everybody, including you. Come, and so it's like that. Now, it also could it be somebody relocating to be with somebody? Absolutely, it could be. But there's definitely a stall, which Sagittarius hates. There's absolutely delays on this. Wheel of Fortune reversed. I think it's just not happening as fast as Sag would like. But there's definitely a sense of, well, the other way I would read these cards looking at them, and this is a reach, but it could be that honestly, and again, a big reach, but there could be an opportunity, a career opportunity for the wife, not the husband, but the wife, either to travel in business or relocate in business, possibly traveling outside the country for business. And I think that could make things difficult. I think that if you were trying to sort of family and all of a sudden you got a promotion into a job where, oh God, guess what? You travel 4 days out of the week. I think financially it makes sense. I think the husband is supportive, but I think it's also like we got to put some things on hold now because you're not going to be around. You're going to be preoccupied with your career for a little while. All right. Not a bad set of cards, but again, delays, waiting for these things to happen. But I will say it looks like they're happening. Sag just always wants everything to happen yesterday, like every fire sign. Leo, Aries, oh God, all the time. Okay. Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio, the Eight of Wands reversed. Focus on career, the need to focus on career. That has to be the primary focus right now. Death. Nine of Coins. King of Swords. Ace of Wands. Ace of Coins. Great. Literally, much like Capricorn, simple. This is the need to focus on career. I'm seeing an ending with death and it's an ending leading to more money, the Nine of Coins. I'm not doing this anymore. Now I'm doing that. It's a logical decision. It's a quick decision. Ace of Wands, Ace of Coins, creative and money. Does it get any better than that? Again, I'm sure not every Scorpio is looking for a new job, but this looks amazing. And it looks like it's an absolute ending of something that, after much consideration, this is just, and it's very clear communication. This isn't like, there's nothing vague here. All right. Also, one more card. Seven of Wands, training and possibly teaching, but certainly this is just made for you. Couldn't be any better. All right. With Capricorn, it's all about love, love, love. Scorpio, this is career, 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 and money, money, money. This is what I would expect. I would expect this to be Capricorn, but it's not. It's you. And this is wonderful. Really good stuff. So whether it's you, Scorpio, or someone you care about, I am seeing that ending, definitive ending, and man, we're off to the races with something new that is both creative and also financially wonderful. All right. Libra. Libra, 10 of Cups reversed. The Emperor. The Eight of Cups. The Three of Coins. The Hermit reversed. And the Queen of Cups. Well, I certainly love when I see cards that look like, especially for the sign that rules, marriage and partnerships. I love to see a partnership here, the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. Now I have to laugh because there's a couple things that could be here. One, it could be similar to this idea of, as I said with Sagittarius, the mother coming to live. Well, in this case, I see the Emperor. And again, the 10 of Cups, this not being happy at home. And this idea of wanting your autonomy, but saying this isn't working. This Eight of Cups, again, could be bringing you home. Celebration. Dad, I'd like you to come home. Dad, you should be living with me. Dad, it's, so there's that. There is some aspect of unhappiness in the home. And it also could be relocating a business or relocating work opportunities. Again, choosing to go at it alone. So starting your own business, doing something independent. Three of Coins, celebrating money, it's there. It could be inheriting some money. Again, I'm playing fast and loose with 6 cards, but it could be inheriting money that lets you do that. Oh my God, there's my startup money. It definitely feels like partnership, though. It definitely feels like two people that are doing this together. But I would honestly, and just saying, you know what? Let's open that business we always wanted to. Let's move and do what we always wanted to do. Sometimes you can't do it when the cost of real estate, let's say Connecticut, relocating my store. I looked everywhere. I mean, I looked for 7 years to find a standalone building where I could, move the store, live above the shop. And the money just to rent the store was insane. And I was looking in Bridgeport, the south end of Bridgeport, or the north end of Bridgeport. I was looking at, Fairfield, Southport, Black Rock. I was looking at Southbury, all that area, Newtown. And it just came up, no. But then when Derby came about, which is like, Derby? Really? But oh my God, business doubled, tripled. But someone's leaving the state to do something. Makes it so much easier. Tax rules can be easier. Insurance costs are lower. The cost to rent real estate. Sometimes, and I want to say in this case, for Libra, the idea of relocation, it really looks like you need to move to make this happen. Okay? But I will say a lot of thought being put into it, and it looks like it could really work. And again, we're looking at the new year, and it does make sense. People are thinking about ending and beginning new things and starting new ideas, and okay, Dad, this year you're going to come live with us this year. Mom, you got to give up the house. It's just not working. You're not eating properly. You really can't take care of yourself. I come here 3 times a day and it's not enough. Visiting nurses, it's just not going to work. I went through this with my grandmother before she came to live with me. My grandmother we had visiting nurse, we had Meals on Wheels. She wasn't eating the food. She was just wrapping in foil. It was like 50 damn dinners in the freezer. Like, what are you eating? And she was eating the roll that came with it, or she was, just, and you're like, this isn't going to work. This isn't working anymore. You can't live independently. It's just not working. And it did. It got to the point where I was like, either get in the car, or I'm going to pick you up and put you in the car, but you're getting in the car. That's how I problem solve, by the way. All right. Virgo. Oh boy. Well, the star. How great is that? The star. The sun reversed. The Queen of Coins. The Devil reversed. Please stop. The Ace of Swords reversed. And the King of Wands upright. Jesus. All right, Capricorn, talk about a absolute contradiction of cards. So we start with the star, which is the best side, one of the 2 best cards. Hope, reason for hope. And then we have the sun reversed, which is failure. All right. So talk about absolute contradiction, right? The Queen of Coins is a businesswoman, woman making money, woman being self-supporting. Devil reversed, walking away from things that are toxic, not good for you. Ace of Swords reversed, but there's a delay. And the King of Wands. I want to say with Virgo, it just looks like that last domino has to drop, before we can just hit the building. It looks like that last domino has to drop so they can all get moved forward. Like that last thing has to happen to say, nope, you know what, this is really not working for me here. It has like, one more thing goes wrong, I'm out of here. Okay, Virgo. Well, don't hold your breath, but I really think that I like the King of Wands. That's forward motion. That's new career. I like the Queen of Coins. Of course, Virgo. Coins are earthy, realistic. Every reason to hope. But it just feels like you're waiting for that one more thing, that one last, so I can move forward and say, no, you know what? I did my best. I'm done. Tried my best. I'm out of here. There is a little career kind of feeling to this, but it doesn't have to be. It's like one more, and then you're going to be happy. It's like cut loose of everything that's not working for you so you can be happy. But you're waiting for that one sign, that one more thing to happen. And that's exactly how it feels. It doesn't read like a bad marriage. But I had someone who told me it's not funny, not funny. But 14 years of a bad marriage. And one day she was washing dishes recently. And she said, I'm washing dishes. I look over at my husband. I've been unhappy for so long. And I've said to him, I'm happy. He looked at it and she says, I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with this marriage. I want a divorce. The words finally came out. It just was that last straw. So whatever's holding you here, whatever is preventing you from taking that new career, to taking that next step, and it's a big one. This is a big, bold move. It's your last excuse, your last reason is going to be done. Okay? All right. Leo. Okay, Leo. We have the Page of Cups reversed, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Page of Wands reversed, the Five of Coins reversed, and the Four of Cups reversed. Okay, Leo, I don't like these cards. I don't like these cards because my first image when I look at these cards is someone speaking bad of you to a young person. Okay? So this would be like the ex-husband or the ex-wife speaking bad about the other partner to the kid. And it gets to the kid. It gets to the kid. And I want to say there seems to be a darker reason behind it. It seems like it's financially motivated. Like, hey, mom doesn't have time for you. Come live with me and I'll get you this and this. Or, hey, dad doesn't have time. I want to make it because it's not like it's one or the other. It could be either way. But this is someone saying shit that's really, really, that's the Seven of Swords. It's gossip, people talking. It could be at the workplace. Doesn't feel that way though. It could be. Now I will say it's really someone just trying to rain on your parade. And you're doing fine. You're doing fine, Leo. Career-wise, Four of Wands, you're fine. Four of Cups reversed, you know what you should be doing. But I really think that when I look at the Page of Cups, I always think of a young kid, an impressionable kid. When I look at the Page of Wands, again, reversed, still think of a young person. Not always. It can be work, but it doesn't feel that way. Five of Coins reversed. I'm not worried about you, Leo, but people are talking. And the thing is, it's really, if people are listening, that's the problem. And the wrong people are listening. Impressionable people are listening. Are you going to be okay? Yeah, you're going to be okay. Because gossip always finds its low point and settles. But it's hurtful while it's going on. All right. Five of Coins reversed. Yeah, you'll just keep focusing. There's reasons to celebrate. You're fine. You know what you need to do. You know what you want to do. And people are going to talk about you. Good luck with that, right? Keep talking. But I'm not going to pretend it doesn't hurt. I'm not going to pretend that it's not having an impact on, especially if someone is bad mouthing you to your child or to a young person that looks up to you, in an attempt to bring you down or to, still hurts. All right. Nobody likes having to explain themselves. Nobody likes having to explain themselves, especially if they haven't done anything wrong. But Leo does get their fair share of haters, the males and the females. People do like to poke the bear or try to bring that Leo down. They just can't stand Leo confidence. There's something about Leo light that people like to try and shut that off. Leo females and Scorpio females, they get that a lot. And often Leo females and Scorpio females have very few female friends. Most Leo and Scorpio females, more male friends. Okay? Anyways, Cancer. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Two of Cups, the Ten of Coins, the Knight of Coins reversed, the Eight of Coins, the Three of Swords reversed. So Cancer, first of all, I love the idea of security in the home, advancement, hard work, love that. Is there anxiety? Is there a sense of, I need to have more coming in? Cancer can be like that. Excuse me. Cancer worries about money a lot. It also could be that there's work to do with the home. I'm not really reading it this way, but there could be things I don't think things you need to do. There could be things that you want to do to the home that you don't have the money for right now, like remodel a kitchen, something that you'd like to do, add a room on, but the money isn't there right now. It will be, okay? I do see a lot of anxiety. I don't know why, but it is about a money shortfall, and there doesn't need to be. Everything is where it's supposed to be right now. Love the Two of Cups. I love this idea of, now it could be this simple. Could be two people looking to buy a house, and frankly, they can't afford what they want. Their budget is not allowing for the house they want to have. They may say that could be, they're going to say, you know what? let's put off the house hunt for 6 months and revisit in 6 months. We'll just work a little harder, a little money aside, and see what we can come with. Work on our credit score, whatever. Okay, let's see if the house prices start going down. Oh, by the way, they will. Okay, but that's what I'm seeing. This is about real estate. It's all about partnership, and it's really actually not bad cards at all. It really isn't about home and security and hard work. And if you don't have it right now, you will. You got to work a lot harder. But the idea of the Nine of Wands, which is crossing those bridges, making those changes, having those promotional opportunities, it's right there. So maybe you don't buy a house. I mean, I warn people all the time, buying when the market is high and these bidding wars that you won that house. Let me tell you, you may come to regret that very much when the house prices drop and your house isn't worth what you paid for it. And there's no equity. You got to build equity into the house. So it could be a blessing that you just say, I'm gonna hold off on the hunt for like 6 months. You know, no sense of relocation right there with Cancer. I think it's about, we don't have what we want right now, but we will. We got to work a little harder at it. That's all. All right, Gemini. I saw a lot of Geminis in readings this week, by the way. Very responsible Geminis, trying to do the right thing. Okay, Gemini, the Ten of Wands reversed, the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay, the Three of Wands, the Five of Cups reversed, the Two of Coins, the Page of Coins, and the Moon. All right. Straw that broke the camel's back. Moving on. One more card for clarity. The Tower. Well, I can tell you this is Gemini moving on for sure. The Five of Cups reversed. To me, what it feels like is Gemini trying to balance school and work and saying, I can't do both. I can't, I either got to take less classes or stop school for now or delay school for right now, focus on work. You can only do so much. There's only so many hours in the day. When I see the Moon and the Tower together, I don't love those cards because they speak to mental health issues, possibly addiction issues, because the Moon is always that, but the Tower is chaos, and so it's chaos brought about by mental health issues. And this idea of like, I'm not doing this anymore for Gemini. This idea like, I can't be responsible for this anymore. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't feel like it's the Gemini that has the problem. It feels like the Gemini who started taking care of the problem. Okay? Gemini saying, I can't deal with this chaos. I can't deal with this. Something new every day. There's a new problem every day. A little bit like Virgo, like, if one more bad thing happens, but this is more like, now this is just a shit show. This is just a dumpster fire, and I'm tired of trying to put it out. Okay? Straw broke the camel's back, and they're just saying, no, you know what? No. I'm going to take what belongs to me. I'm going to take what I've got and move forward. Now, the one other thing with these cards, it could be that you delayed going because you had a child in school. That could be that as well. It could be like, I was here just while the kid was in school, but now the kid isn't, or the kid will be graduating, or will be of an age that they can make that decision. In Connecticut, that's 15, and I'm leaving, and they can come with me if they want to. It's that sort of a straw that broke. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm done dealing with this. Okay. Gemini. Again, if not you, Gemini, again, it doesn't feel like you're the one who's making the problems. You could be advising somebody, like it's time to quit trying to, you're throwing cups of water on a dumpster fire. Okay, stop, walk away. walk away from the dumpster fire. And by dumpster fire, I mean someone who probably has a severe mental illness. You're not helping. A lot of people think they're helping and they're enabling. All right, and Gemini would be the right one to sit there and say you're enabling, because Gemini logic. You're not making this any better or any easier. Okay, but everybody does understand staying if you're protecting a child, or staying let the kid get through school. That's the unselfish parent that, all right, I'm going to put this dumpster fire a little bit longer just to get this kid through school. All right. Whew. Taurus, we have the High Priestess reversed, the Page of Swords reversed, the Four of Coins reversed, the World, the Four of Swords reversed, and Temperance. Okay, again, two signs that are conjunct, Gemini and Taurus, similar but different. This is Taurus, again, an earth sign, and also logic applies. Gemini, logic applies. High Priestess reversed, looking at it logically, not emotionally, not intuitively. It is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. Page of Swords reversed, Four of Coins reversed. And this is Taurus saying, what else can I do to make money? What else can I do to coming to its own conclusions? Taurus is coming to their own conclusions about that. And I love it. This is Taurus giving a lot of thought and not talking a lot. That's not Taurus's way anyway. Taurus makes plans without sharing their plans. The World, the Four of Swords reversed. Hard work, there's no relaxation, but damn, it's like it brings back the balance. It could be, as opposed to a dumpster fire, somebody that has an investment that's not paying off. Thought this would work. It's not working. We need to make a change, sell it, get rid of it. It's just not bringing in the money we thought it would. Got to reconfigure, got to restructure. But again, Taurus is great at that. Taurus rules the house of investments and money. Of course it is. And Taurus, of all the signs, the most stoic. They're not afraid of hard work. But this idea of there's no time to rest. This isn't doing what I thought it was going to do. I would make the investments and it would grow, that I could put the money, it would happen, that I could, nope. Maybe you put some people in charge of something and now they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Well, you know what? Gotta go. I'm just seeing Taurus coming in and saying, no, you know what? This isn't working. We're gonna restructure, we're gonna do it different. And then again, balance, which is all Taurus wants. Peace, quiet, balance, everyone doing their job. That's what they like. But this is something new, Taurus. This is going about it something different, restructuring, making something financially viable that wasn't, or improving it, giving it a new look, new marketing. Love that for you. Love that. Taurus is great at that. Okay, Aries. Exactly 6 cards left, all those extra cards I was throwing. Aries, we have the Five of Wands. Oh, I hate that card. The Magician, Justice, the Five of Swords reversed, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Coins reversed. Not bad cards. All right. I hate that first card because the Five of Wands is the same argument over and over and over. It's the same shit day after day. All right. Five of Wands. And for some reason, Aries, you're not letting go of it. You're feeding it too. When the Five of Wands is reversed, it's like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the same thing. But nope. Aries is saying, I'll keep fighting. Which I don't like. The Magician and Justice. All these cards speak to the Magician is talent, is gift. Justice is signing contracts. The Five of Swords reversed is listening to professional advice. Okay? So it's the same thing over and over and over again. I think this is more financial because I'm looking at the Seven of Coins reversed. But let's just say it's like husband and wife, same fight over and over and over again. We need to see a marriage counselor because this just is going nowhere fast. We're just the same thing on repeat. And you go see a marriage counselor, right? You go see a psychiatrist, you go see a doctor, you go see a job coach, you go see, you talk to someone who can advise you and you listen to the advice. Okay, the Five of Swords is listening to it. I love the Nine of Cups. It's wishes coming true. The Seven of Coins reversed is I know how I'm going to make money doing what I like to do, signing contracts, wishes coming true, but not till you take some good advice. It's just what you're doing is you're just beating your head into a wall over and over. It's the same fight you're fighting. Just like those Japanese soldiers still thinking it's World War II. It's like, nah, the war's over. Let it go. Okay? But I do like these cards. Seven of Coins reversed is now I know I'm going to make the money. And it's the Nine of Cups is a great card. It's wishes coming true. It's not idle dreaming. You're really good at this. You really are good at what you know what you do. You can do. You're good at it. It's just how you structure it or how you need like a good tourist to come and say to you, okay, that's not working, but if you do it like this, problem with Aries is they always like to be told what to do or be, Aries does not always like being told what to do. But I'm going to say somebody that knows either the business you want to be in or where you're trying to break into. Okay? It's like, oh, that's how I can make money doing that. All right? So there it is. Those were the Tarotscopes. Guys, thank you for coming on YouTube. If you have YouTube memberships and it's free, please subscribe. Okay? Because again, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Refuse to pay for subscribers, what people do. And I'm just not doing that. So we will get to 1,000 so I can use my phone and I can do things through YouTube. I still am suspicious that the Facebook will not be around for a lot longer. So I would like to have everything moved into YouTube anyway. But thank you all for being here. I have no idea what was up with Facebook earlier. Hope everybody's doing good. It is Christmas Eve. I do hope that whatever your plans are, and mine on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve is always my favorite. Although, as I wrote in my newsletter, it's not my favorite holiday. Even as a child, I did not love Christmas. It was never my favorite. I did big, beautiful Christmases when my kids were little, but being pagan, being a witch, Yule is a much more subdued holiday, much more subdued Sabbath. So I prefer it. And when my kids are older and there's no grandkids, and there shouldn't be any grandkids for a little bit, I can celebrate my quiet way. When there are grandkids, I will again resume with some bigger celebrations. Pneumonia and everything kind of took me out anyways for December. So Christmas Eve, we exchanged Christmas Eve pajamas. And I'll be going to my daughter Devin's house. So I'll be closing the shop at 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve and getting over there to enjoy a little something, a little time with my daughter and her fiance and Roy. I think Daisy has to work. Christmas Day morning, we do our chocolate chip pancakes with whipped cream and sausage, and that's a big treat. That's Easter and Christmas we do those. And thank you, Emmett. Thank you, Miss J. And then I said, Daisy, it's me and you. We're going to go back in our pajamas, get in bed, Netflix, and we are going to relax on Christmas. So that is my plan. The kids go see their father, and I think Daisy might go see her dad, but we're going to make a day of it together, she and I. And I'll probably be pouring bayberry candles at some point too, because God knows that's all I do. I'll be doing some of those tonight too. Aaliyah, thank you. I am looking forward to it. I am. And I actually get a 3-day weekend, which I never do, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I am looking forward to that. Thank you. Well, I hope you have a blessed, wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And that your wishes come true and that you are surrounded by people that you care about and you eat delicious food and have wonderful conversations. And if you are alone, we're never really alone. I hope the ancestors are there with you. Please call them in. Light a candle. They'll come. Believe me, we started this conversation about mediumship. They'll come through. They do. They're always around. And ask for intervention. A lot of us need that right now, and they can help us on the other side. You know, they're not our angels, but they are there to help us, and they can energetically shift things. So if you need that extra push, ask them for help. Okay. Thank you all. Everyone behave, and I look forward to talking to you. It'll be New Year's Eve, I guess. Okay. We'll talk to you then, guys. Bye.